Did Nick take any damage?
For that, no.
Really?
Woo! Heavy metal rules!
As far as you can tell, this seems to affect things of flesh only.
Oh, organics.
Mm-hmm.
I probably don't want to go through it, even though I could probably just self-repair.
Out of my way, flesh bags.
The flesh is way too sweet.
Basically, as you saw Paracelsus going through, you could see her head barely held up as Kaida sat forepawed on her palm all the way over.
Black will just cross the rope, I suppose.
Alright, so roll me athletics.
This could be where it gets shite.
What kind of rope are you using?
Something that resists necrotic, obviously.
Adventurous rope.
You need rope that can actually hold your weight.
You can't walk across hempen rope when you wait for
Oh, yeah, that might be a point. I'm currently 87. Don't worry.
87 pounds of gear. What's your body weight, if I may ask, lady?
How thick are you, milady?
We talking like
don't...
damn? Oh, damn.
Ladies don't disclose that information.
I mean, well, just what kind of rope is it? That's I mean, you said that you're taller than which means you weigh a lot more than she does.
I would imagine if you're carrying around rope, it'd probably be like giant's hair rope.
Which has resist 10 to all damage, so I'd say that's pretty reasonable. He could make it across.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh, if you're looking for a more concrete answer of how heavy she is, just watch this very informative video that I'm posting in here.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
No, well, if I'm gonna make an athletics...
Isn't even the good version.
No, it's the best version.
Ah, cool.
Extra thick.
Extra thick!
Nope, this version beats it by a mile.
Oh, here we go. Let's listen. Here we go.
See, it has lens flare.
Large. Fuck. Fuck.
That's great.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Let me just roll.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake. Oh, this is gonna be trash. Here we go.
The lens flare thick base is the best part of it.
That is not a good roll. It's about
Were you
10.
trying to jump?
No, she's climbing
No,
the
I'm just
rope.
trying to cross the rope.
Wouldn't that be acrobatics?
It would be the same either roll.
If you're running, yeah, but if you're just kind of holding, kind of like cross-leg, going. I don't think she's running with hooves.
Yeah, not on fucking rope.
Yeah. You basically
Hooves, you're a who?
you get the one square, but you can just keep rolling those chicks. Hopefully, it stays above a 10.
All right.
I guess it is the start, which means you didn't get anywhere if you failed, so...
The stress,
Fucking
the
base-
sweat.
The base boosted thick. It's just getting to me. I don't know what it is.
Climb.
Okay, sorry. I'll just do the check again.
Scary.
15.
Alright, yep, you can get 2 further in.
I ain't fucking
2
attacking.
tiles, right.
Cut the rope.
You'd leave Ryuar, Gats, and me behind. That would be a poor decision on all fronts. Hey, 21.
Alright.
Extra thick.
Oh god. You coast across for the last bit of the length there. As you...
Yeah, she'll hop down and there'll be a small tremor.
Raro, you need to make your checks.
Oh, my bad.
He's just like, oh, I'm going.
I guess that's it, man.
What do I need to roll?
Athletics, or, well, if you really want to try running across it, acrobatics.
Hmm.
But I'm not sure if you have a spider silk mantle.
Yep, I'm running across.
You have one?
Nope.
Alright.
No!
Cast him in.
You don't even get over the water. You step onto it, and then like get probably like 5 feet just before your foot splashes down into like the mud beside it. You can tell trying to run across this is going to be a little hard since it's not like a constricted rope. It wobbles.
I try again. Extra thick.
It's just bleeding. The base burst is making it bleed through the head parts. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you see, like I was right. That is the superior version.
It really is.
My
I'm sorry.
acrobatics is better than my athletics. Acrobatics.
So what's going on?
He tried to run across first, but he got like probably 5 feet on the rope when he was trying to get that start, and then like splashed down in the mud before as it wobbled. He had it, but then he lost it.
I'm gonna try again.
I'm going to shift back to normal just to inform the others that this area is just a dead end.
Not necessarily.
When you were up there,
No!
Where's the yellow path? Is it not in here?
it goes up around. Up across.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I wish to leap across
Alright.
All right, go ahead and give it a run jump check.
with a run jump.
You better get over a 30, boy.
You know, I just discovered something really disgusting.
No!
All right, so Gats,
I mean, I don't care. I almost
you
made it.
jump and get to here before
Oh,
a
dang.
massive.
Nice.
Luckily, no one was next to the edge. Otherwise, there would have been splash.
Good.
So you wade out. You take 10 necrotic from the splash down there.
Dang.
Check your balls. You got a little bit of an itch, but you know it's fine.
Good. Good.
You feel a little bit of necrosis.
So Ryar, what do you want to do?
I try again.
He's gonna be Naruto this.
Do it. I just, Josh, by the way.
Joe, just take it.
Just walk across the road.
When
Alright.
you fall down, you keep getting.
Alright.
He
I
keeps-
walk across because my potion's still in effect. I carry Ryaru like
No!
I carry him like we're just married, but I'm the groom.
Can I be
Princess
reaching-
Carrie!
Can I
And
just be
Princess
reaching for the
Carrie.
rope the entire time? Like, no!
Yeah, you can try. And
Oh, you will try.
because I have resist 10 necrotic, so I make it real easy. And I
Fine.
sit him down and I go, "There you go."
Well, we need to get over there now.
I almost had it.
We.
Josh, by the way.
Yeah.
I figured out something very disgusting about the Self Forger. They have a daily called Self Repair.
Yep.
Do you know what it does?
Not entirely.
Oh,
I
shit.
regain hit points equal to twice my healing surge value. Free. It's just that's a daily. You want to know how much my surge is?
Well, since you're a partial con class, I would imagine somewhere in the 17 or up range.
20.
Oh no.
I just heal 40 HP. That's basically my bloodied value. Just heal instantly, half my HP. It's fine. This is fine. Alright.
Yeah, we can hit you with tainted wounds and you won't be able to do any of that, right?
Well, that's you if I go against you, but Black has no reason to go against you at this point.
I'm just saying that. I mean, you know, effects
Well,
can just cancel
You
healing.
never know. She might get mad cow disease.
It's amazing how the session can end twice in one night. See you guys.
Bye.
All right. Kaede, did
Alright.
you want me to carry you, or am I just going across again?
For this one, you can actually see
Yep.
the crystals are close enough so you can actually
I
walk.
should have hit face with that one.
But it would still affect our feet, right?
Correct. You can see the
Okay.
thick mists there. You know the water has been diluting it, but you're not sure what
Also-
touching the actual crystal will do.
Also,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be that? Sorry, didn't you say that the crystals were brittle? Like they'd break?
Yep, they're brittle, but at the same time, you know doing that might actually cause a discharge.
Yeah, don't do that.
I mean, yeah, brittle things can also be strong. They have a breaking point.
hmm
They tend to break spectacularly.
You definitely know like a few whacks with a pickaxe on the side or so while getting it out wouldn't do much, but hitting it full force dead on would probably cause a dispersal of the energy it's holding.
So
This
I
is good
suppose.
bomb material.
Yeah, I suppose us jumping on it would be a really bad idea. So as long as we just like walk carefully.
Move
we
carefully.
Come here.
Man!
Carry me like one of your French girls.
Oh,
Oh,
I'll
okay,
shift
you
back
will
to my
not
human
see
form
the
just
tank.
to offer a
So you
word
don't
of
get
thanks
hurt.
to Paracelsus.
It's no problem. I know not everybody is immune to dying in poisonous water.
I suppose Black will just slowly try and cross. Hopefully our hooves are made of a thick enough material that the necrotic wouldn't be that bad.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yeah, what?
Got all quiet.
Oh.
It might have just been your internet cutting out. We've been talking pretty constantly. Goodbye.
Might have been a good old hiccup.
Who'd we lose?
Hello.
I think we got it. Right.
Oh!
No,
Just sneaking
sorry.
around.
Alright, well.
Sneaking around at the speed of a fox.
Okay, so I
Foxtrot.
suppose. Would runic resistance protect me from the necrotic? I don't think it does.
What does it protect you from?
I can choose acid, cold, fire, or lightning. Damn, I can't pick necrotic. Oh well. I'll just, Josh?
Yep.
Would my hooves be thick enough to walk across this crystal?
Unfortunately not, because it's still made of here.
Who hosts this server? Ken can't connect back.
That would be me.
Down at the bottom there should be a info button, and there should be a server change, like changing the location of the server.
If you could put that to Australia, it'd help us a lot.
US East 220.
Just try changing it to something else. It'll probably fix it for him.
Voice.
No.
Let's see if I can.
Dang.
Servers, this is weird.
What the fuck? You've been consumed.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Alright, Justin, change it.
I'm not actually sure how, because I've never actually had to do that.
Josh, right click on your right click. Oh, is it this? No, I don't. I could ask everybody else that's done it because I don't. Oh, I have my own server over here. I'll just look in here. Server
Well, while everyone's
settings.
distracted, I'll just shift 1, 2, 3, 4.
You'll still take 10, or you could try and run acrobatics.
Yeah, I don't trust my acrobatics. I'm a very heavy, like, minotaur.
You could just take the 10 and just go
Okay.
across.
Josh, I found it. Right click on your server.
Yep.
Click on privacy setting. Wait, it's not privacy settings. I misspoke.
Server settings.
Yeah, server settings. Where did I get that menu from? What the fuck?
Overview.
Yeah, server settings overview, and then server region. You can hit change.
Hong Kong, Russia, east, south, west. Let's do central. Done.
No, put us in Hong Kong.
Now we're US Central.
Oh, see, that fixed it. I knew it.
What did you do?
I had him
You
change
changed
the
the
server
server.
location.
Oh, okay.
Hey, it put us below 250.
Yay!
Welcome to the club, kid.
Welcome to the middle ground.
Hey.
Alright,
All
yeah,
right.
so as I was trying to say before I don't know what happened, but so I'll carry Riaro across again,
Oh, okay.
so he doesn't get hurt.
Like a pretty princess.
The prettiest.
Save
Could
No, I hope that stuff lasts a while because it looks like we have to cross again.
I suppose I've just got enough to like just jump across. Because there's enough space.
Yeah, you could try it.
These are huge.
Right
In a way.
here. So,
No, I could go here and then just run to there. Like, if
oh,
I
no,
could
but
go
I'm saying
here
like
and
run, run jump. So 20. So you need yeah, you would need a 20 to get there.
Alright, I got this.
20.
You would need a 20.
So I need a 20 on my acrobatic check or what?
Yep.
Athletics.
Or athletics.
This is athletics.
No.
Athletics check 20 to reach that jump.
I see. I really should have picked up braces of mental might. Now that I think on it.
Or just 10 going across this.
I mean, I could just use a goring charge. Just charge across.
And,
Well, that's what a
I'm
run
pretty sure
jump
it's
is.
Charge of target, yeah.
Run jump, you still need the athletics.
Well, I think I'll just take the 10. It's not a big deal. She'll just walk across.
Right, yeah. As you can feel kind of like a small decay as your muscles kind of clench, as the miasma kind of grips at your hooves, trying to weaken you, but it's not enough to really bring you down. You can easily coast across without making them reverberate their power.
Yeah, she'll just sort of dust
I'm
off her
100% certain that walking on them with gats will make them reverberate power.
Yeah. Like, even if you tried to stealth it.
Maybe you should walk
Actually,
through the
that's a
water.
good idea. I could have stealthed it.
Now we're gonna, again, as a leaping hulk of meat,
Yeah!
just gonna keep on trucking.
A missile, if you will.
A missile.
Gosh, do I make it?
Yes, you do. As you jump across, you have just enough oomph to carry you even a little bit further than the edge. As you stomp and you see one crystal kind of plink off as for a moment after hearing the splash down, you hear of like an explosion underwater, and you
Nice.
just see a stream of.
I don't look back, Josh.
All right. So
Cool people don't look back.
if anyone does, you see a stream of what looks like yellow and then purple mixtures kind of going down the water before disappearing.
What was that from?
One of the crystals falling into the water.
Oh, okay.
On the plus side, at least the next jump will be shorter.
Hey Josh,
As
all
I
these
do it over
crystals
here.
on the ground leaking miasma.
What?
The ones like that I'm walking over right now.
Excuse me.
For that, you can see the kind of a mist, but it seems
Hello?
to be more concealed in the ground. The ground
Hello?
seems very desiccated.
Interesting.
Can he see up here, Josh?
Up there is.
Hello?
Oh, hold on. There you go.
It's me, Gats.
You can see where the water is coming out.
Falling off.
Yeah, coming out. And,
Fox ferrying service.
but at the same time, for a lot of the crystals you see in the ground, all you see is the yellow tips. None of the purple parts are exposed.
Just
Oh,
the tip.
just a tip.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Alright.
Just a tip.
I love the walking bridge warforged.
If I do a handstand on top of my curtain bro over there, could
That's awesome.
That would take a joint athletics, but I will allow the attempt. I will not deny it.
like fucking, she's just walking across. I'm like We're like hand in hand. I'm doing a handstand on top of the hand.
I can show you the world.
The fuck are you guys doing?
Shiny, shimmering, no.
Yeah.
please. I'd rather not get necrotic juices all over me.
For fuck's sake.
Excuse me. Could I also missile my way across?
Across?
Are you gonna use your thumb?
My thumb.
Yes, you can.
You can jump across anything.
Yes! And I will do it!
Oh, you do it.
That's fucking
I picture him jumping so hard he hits the wall.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I was actually just about
Do
to
I
do this.
destroy that wall, Josh?
Yeah. As you see Gats with just like beastly strength and a burst of speed out of nowhere, just launches across as he crushes part of the wall. Just
He is like the assault tank.
you take a measly 3 damage as you crash through part of this cavernous wall. As you see some of the crystals shake next to the water.
Awesome. We move forward.
I
Make
suppose
me do this.
I suppose that jump wouldn't be too difficult to make. It's only like 3 squares.
Yeah, so you just need.
I am scouting.
Alright, so how much would I need for that jump? Sorry?
15.
15. I think I can get a 15. Let's see. Your character. 1d20 plus 6. Hey!
There you go. So as you leap across, following in stride with Gats, you land just on the edge and manage to teeter forward just enough with your weight and just kind of get across fully.
I hold out
Just
my
everyone
arms.
nearby just hears a thump. Just,
I
hey.
hold out my arms expectantly.
I jump into them ever so willingly.
Since you've come into my life.
Wherever you are, I believe that the heart will go
Oh
on.
god. The voice cracked at like just the right times.
I can almost control my voice cracks. It's fantastic. Oh,
You're here. There's
Where's the recorder flutes? Where's the recorder flutes?
Sailing on the open sea.
Sneaky peek.
I suppose
Show me the
Black
room.
is still leading the way.
In this area, you can see all these crystals are not purple, but literal black. They still
Well,
have,
that's not necrotic then.
they still have a beautiful sheen that reflects the light, almost as if they're forcing light out of them and keeping everything devoid and completely shadow inside. It looks
So now
as
it's
solid
dark.
as obsidian. As solid as obsidian.
Oh, well, that's really fragile then. Well, I like how everyone's now ahead of me, even though I'm the one that knows the way.
Well, there's only
Yeah.
one way to go. When there's a turn, I'll call you.
Where you come around the corner and you can see Gats for the first time ever taking a dump.
Oh,
Wait, what?
no.
Wait, what?
I run.
He-
I run so fast. I fly through the cavern.
Damn.
He just activates them monthly. He just activates
Snap.
no clips.
You know, perks your head up. Wait, did you feel that tremor?
Did you feel those tremors?
Snap, snap.
Something big has just hit the ground.
Oh, and it's
Hear a
not,
feral roar?
and has nothing to do with Hubert.
Oh,
Ugh.
man. Alright,
Alright.
there's quite a
Oh,
few
well.
ways to go. Which way
Yeah,
is
and
the
I-
yellow path pointing?
Points conveniently down the stairs, around, down to here.
I didn't see anything. Did
Neither did I.
Is it not pointing?
That's pointing now. If you're doing it from then yes.
No.
That's
Does it
Rosie.
stop? Where does it go? Nobody knows.
Oh no!
It's hand.
Imposter! I challenge you!
Goes north.
Ting, 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 ting. Okay.
Wow.
I'm confused.
Alright, it goes to the south here. Can you see
South
it?
this way?
This tunnel.
South?
Hold on.
How high
This
of a
way?
drop is this little cliff here?
This one? It's only about
This
10,
one?
10, yeah, 10 feet.
That way?
Yes.
What would I know? Would it be the same general direction?
For this, is actually completely different.
Yeah,
This
Black
is
will look a
actually
little...
finally different area of cave that you don't
Scouting!
recognize, especially
How would
the
I have
black.
gotten lost?
What?
How would I have gotten lost if I had like a perfect...
No, this is a
dungeon
different
area.
area of cave. You've never seen this before.
Oh.
Meaning it's good because it's leading further away.
Yeah, Black will then inform you, I reckon about this point we've moved
Scouting.
far away enough from the Oni encampments, because they never brought me around here.
Well, then we follow the path, the yellow one.
Black will look down
You
and still
follow
sort of see the
yellow
path.
brick road?
Yep, you found
When did this come up? And she'll just sort of look a little confused. What in tarnation?
Does anyone touch any of those crystals?
No.
Fuck
No,
that.
Josh, I will touch one of the crystals.
No.
I'll touch one of the ones on the ground, let me clarify, because I'm next to them.
It's more ominous looking crystals.
Cats.
He's
The black's
taking
something nice to me.
the seven hells dump right now.
There's like wailing spirits that are sleeping alongside.
You suddenly hear the release of souls somewhere in the distance, screaming in horrified pain.
It's like in
brown.
It's like in Full Metal Alchemist, like the faces that are on, like, the homunculus people, but instead of that, it's just on his shit. It's just screaming.
Yeah, this is the rivers are turning brown. Just whatever.
This floor is turning brown.
Josh, anyway, I touched the crystals. Anything happened to me?
Make an endurance check.
Oh fuck yeah, I'm so good at those now. For a living construct, my endurance check is not pretty.
Oh. Oh.
You don't know,
That's-
but you feel something connect with you in arcane fashion, and then very, very strange feeling comes over you. You don't know what this is. You think for a moment, is this what people say when they feel sickly? And then it passes.
Oh, neat.
The hell is this
Neat.
gross looking section?
Face camo. Ooh, Metal Gear is in here.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear?
No.
You watch
Metal Gear. Face camo.
mean you didn't know?
Hey, that's Dab.
Oh my god, the shitsplosion. What is that?
Oh no. The ritual is complete. He's summoning his master into this world.
I thought Fletch already was summoned.
No, that's not my master.
Fletch isn't his master.
No.
Mm.
He's his fellow
Well-
demon. And
I can't wait till we get to meet Hogtie.
oh yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting day for everyone.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be, wouldn't it be like Gats versus Hogtie? at that
I don't
point?
trust floor crystals. I'm jumping across.
All right, roll me. Athletic.
I don't trust floor crystals.
I wouldn't either.
I'll pick up and get a run. I literally don't think I can fail this jump.
Would Gets like to take a black crystal?
It's like 5
What?
feet.
Oh, what crystal?
I can jump 3 times that automatically.
A black crystal that is devoid of all light and takes in only darkness.
Does it call to me?
Edgiest fucking thing.
But sure, here's your jump.
It's a very- I suppose Black will try and press herself up against the wall and move along the wall.
It
So
doesn't.
wood.
So you inch along the wall, and Gats, no, it doesn't call to you, but it just
No.
looks like raw evil.
I want to touch it.
His bowels are
Bye,
feeling
guys.
particularly vacated.
I touch it, Josh.
He needs to consume more
Roll.
evil to keep up the fiber in his diet.
Come on.
Roll an endurance
Fiber.
check.
I do not endure. I thrive.
Probably.
Probably.
Alright, yeah, you literally just grab like a hunk of this black crystal, and you feel perfectly fine. This feels like something from your home in the box.
Can I consume it and its energies?
Could try. I mean, I don't think it's gonna feel very nice coming out later. You could make Pseudo do it.
rather
I imagine just imagine Shooter later on, just on the bottom.
What the fuck did I eat?
It's just like he's taking his shit later. He's just like, oh, what the fuck?
Super Saiyan screams while in the bathroom.
Shut up!
You know-
Are you okay?
Anal necrosis.
Oh, that just sounds like even worse.
Gonorrhea.
Do I feel any major benefit?
For major benefit, definitely not. But you can tell a less person would probably be more entertaining to watch if you forced them to have it.
Ryaru, hold this.
Jeez.
Does Briaro take whatever strange-looking crystal is in Gas's hand? Does he hold you out to you?
It helps your zappy powers.
Sure.
Roll an endurance.
Okay.
Helps his happy powers.
That's all I need to hear. I don't know what the endurance check is for, but
It's just gonna get
Please. Oh, goddamn.
nice.
You definitely feel a strange power of death from this. It's definitely not lightning.
I gingerly leap over these crystals and move my way on.
wait, my zappy powers.
My handbag.
Do you actually want me to roll it, Josh?
There's no way you could fail jumping 2 squares. You have like a 15 athletics.
16, probably 17 actually, but
You could do 3 square jumps like nothing.
I want to jump and do a spinning wheel kick in the air before I land on the other side.
Alright, go for it.
Roll acrobatics for style points.
Yeah! First he needs to see if he gets by.
Yep.
No!
You just barely make it. Now acrobatics for style.
Oh god. Oh wait, that was my acrobatics. Fuck, what was
for
that?
style.
Oh,
Now
so
you
that you
do-
got 15 points for style, but let's see how well you do going across.
Yeah, but what do I need to?
Athletics for jumping.
Oh, athletics. Oh no, my athletics is shit.
You worst enemy. It's a good thing you did that for your style. That would have sucked.
No!
You do you fucking do a spin kick. Just take it. And
I'm glad.
as you land on the other side, this is versus your reflex.
Okay.
Oh my god! So as you land on these crystals, because everyone actually smartly avoided these, but you decided to be a little more flaring. You immediately land. As you finish the spin kick, you suddenly realize when your foot touched the ground, it was only for a moment. As you see the roof coming closer at a much more rapid pace now.
Oh no.
You're gonna be crushed.
And like in a flash of a moment, you just hear boom! And then you take 30 damage from that.
Oh.
And on the fall down, 3.
Okay, so I took 33.
So literally as you're flying, you realize at the last moment before you hit the roof, there's a huge gust of air lifting you up while you're still spinning. And you just corkscrew into the ceiling before coming back down, flipping, and just... oh! And all of you just hear this strange wailing from the back caverns behind you, and you realize Ryaru's not there.
He's probably fine.
I suppose he ain't the smart one then. She'll look towards
He's strong-headed. We'll say that. I suppose I'll go check on him. Oh, Ryoru, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Clearly,
God! Oh no, I'm fine. It's fine. Let's just go. Oh!
It's just he's missing a few teeth. He's got like a massive cracked skull and a cracked nose.
My main question is how is your boner now?
bent.
It's extra thick.
I'm just glad no one was around to see that. Am I right?
I won't ask.
So, as you get close to the chasm before you, not only is it extremely well illuminated, you could tell the crystals here are much thicker, hold a lot more power, but you can hear distinct sounds of metal and rock clinking. You can think this is probably an echo effect from the caverns below, but you can clearly hear what sounds like an army of people mining away at the caverns below.
You must be right on top of the mining operations now.
The yellow trail keep going this way?
Mm-hmm. Basically, it's just straight around and across. And in this room as well, it just feels like a lot of the arcane power is actually very well contained. You don't see a lot of the small ones. You just see very large ones, but they seem almost extremely condensed. Almost as if they were just built for holding in all the arcane power that's gathered over time. Between the mixtures of the blue and the green and the purple, you also see a very vibrant red one that's extremely bright, but still holding very strongly. You can feel kind of an intense heat as you pass by it.
I wonder if Fava came here first, or if the Oni operation was already here.
Who now?
It is unimportant.
I don't like these webs.
Makes you
Would Black know anything about these webs?
It does.
Yeah,
Makes
I like
me
to
remember a very-
webs.
Makes me remember her sprightly blonde bod.
Oh my god. So, and basically you would know that in the Underrealm, as it's called here, there are massive insects. Ones that even the Oni tried to tame, and at one point decided to conjoin with the other more bestial tribes of Oni just so they could try and breed with them and gain their power.
You know, if Pandora was still alive, I'd have us. Oh, if Pandora was still in the party, she'd say, "I have a bad feeling about this," on the grounds that this looks large enough for a certain worm. Black will then inform,
There's a staircase over here.
that there's probably larger beasts within these caverns, with which the Oni tried to, speed the mining operations, but were unsuccessful. Probably. Yeah, they couldn't wrestle those mighty beasts. They just gave up eventually.
Still go this way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're mighty fearsome. Large spiders, mantids, you name it, they had it down here. Everyone's moving at everyone in the front of the party is moving very rapidly, but everyone behind is moving glacially.
Yeah, we're teleporting.
we just teleports behind you, teleporting behind you, teleporting behind you.
Oh my god! Did you see the gif of that? Where it's
Yes.
fucking bleach of the two guys. Like,
Yeah, they're just the
Oh,
two guys
yeah,
just
yeah,
teleporting
yeah.
behind one another.
Alright, so, as you enter here, you see probably the most magnificent sight and condensation of arcana you have ever seen. It forms almost a perfect prismatic bridge completely across. You could see that this is pure arcane force condensed into one crystal on the side before you, and then another jutting out almost as if they were trying to reach in conjoined power. And below is the massive chasm that reaches into blackness. You can hear almost guttural growls of beasts below. You don't hear any of the metal that you heard before. It's almost unnerving to stare down, as this is the literal definition of the void. As even as far as you can see, even in the dark, it disappears into blackness.
Somebody throw a sun rod down there.
That would be a very bad idea.
Sunrod!
Wow.
That would be a very
Never
bad
rock.
idea.
Never
Sun
rock
rod
go down there.
Alright, so let me pull up a picture real quick.
Of what's down there because we're throwing sun rods at it. We're like fucking
throwing sun
tourists
rods
to a zoo. We're throwing like
Barely.
bits of food at the animals
Yeah,
on the
you-
page.
Let's see if I can find where it is. Ah, here it is. Forgot to crop that one real quick. Alright. So, for a brief moment, you see 1, and then 2, and then 3, and it keeps passing by more as they start to chase the light.
Holy fuck.
I
Oh my
These-
god.
This is the first time you've definitively seen the horrors that the Oni respect and fear and tried to hone the power of one of many of these creatures now lie below you. Not paying any mind to the crystals seeming to seemingly stick to the walls, their lengthy tails almost arch in chitinous bone form as it clings to the walls, just beaming red eyes, searching around, finding any other smaller creatures. As you see the sunrod fall further and you see the 5th one, you see it immediately latch on to what looks like just a small innocent insect that would be the size of a person probably, and immediately devour and crush it in between its powerful and massive jaws.
Gats, I commend you on your bravery for suggesting such a thing, but I also have to lament your stupidity if you try it. You will
Okay,
die.
real talk.
Don't
What
throw
kind of
anything else
creature is
down
this?
there.
For this,
Yes.
it's a natural insect.
This is a natural
beef.
insect?
This is
That
a
ain't natural.
This is a natural insect and denizen of the Underrealm tunnels.
There's nothing natural about that thing. Look at it.
For the first time ever, you finally believe that the stories of boogeymen and the horrifying demonic creatures below, worse than Oni, you finally find out they're real.
I turn into one.
So you're going to...
How about you don't?
No, do it.
No.
Do it.
You said you're gonna do it. I can't provide input.
Braxton.
I'm pretty sure it's without outside your size. Well, no, would it be outside your size range?
I mean,
want you-
I just turned into one that's medium size.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
why don't you just turn it into one that is
All right.
scaled to the size of her?
So as all other of you kind of see these creatures as the sunrod disappears into the dark below, just a night sky star speck below before finally fainting out and being blocked out by the multitudes of creatures down below. You don't realize what's going on. You suddenly just hear a really strange noise from over here.
Yeah, real talk. Does this wall like just continue on this way forever?
It's just massive chasm.
Hmm.
It's like the gods themselves split the earth here.
Well, that's
Josh.
boring. I'm just gonna change back.
Alright, I'm gonna stick a foot out and I'm gonna test this crystal. I mean, I'm assuming it's very, very solidly rooted in.
Oh yeah, it doesn't even budge at all. It just sits there perfectly fine. You can actually feel as if you were charged with arcane power.
Could
I think
I?
this is gonna make the headache worse.
If I ran up it.
You leave your foot on it?
Yeah, I mean, I was testing the weight, but I mean,
No.
Yeah.
You literally start to see Peeps and Paracelsus kind of gain a small aura of purple.
Nice.
Riaro, I'm gonna heal you.
Word. Range 5. Oh, nice healing.
I'm gonna test the attraction a little bit to see what it's like. I'm assuming that, you know, while it's not the best, it's pretty easy to walk on.
On the angular sides, it almost feels like if you were trying to walk on a roof. It's very, very slippery. You do get some footing in some areas, but since this is crystalline, the sheen of the face of the crystal is very, very flat and smooth. You do slip a little bit until you manage to probably get around to the flatter crest here. But unfortunately, this one doesn't really have a flat crest, as they both all teeter off into the darkness below.
I'd say that's pretty flat there. Like that's
Looking at
that's
it
like
on
a
the
direct
table,
flat.
though,
I mean, I guess it could just be like that, but well, shoot.
Your arrow leading?
Man, even if I did that, it would be like a ridiculously long gap to cross, and if I fell, I'm gonna be eaten by that thing. I don't want that to happen.
You're lucky I'm made out of metal, so they probably wouldn't eat me.
You never know. They could just like be like, "Oh, look."
Yeah, but they might try.
That's the only other issue is they would try.
They will
Oh,
try.
they
and eat
will
peeps as
try.
well. They try and eat peeps as well.
Let's be going.
As you're standing there, you do hear the shuffle, the occasional just of claws digging into the side of rocks. You can hear one of them skittering extremely fast from one end of this chasm to the other.
I guess if you laid down on like the edge of it, it wouldn't be too bad. You could just like shimmy across it lying down.
And it comes very close.
Yeah. So as long as you like, no, what I'm suggesting is we use like if we shimmy along this bit lying down, like on our bellies or whatever, we would have both gription of both sides, and so we'd be able to get to the flat bit. Then from the flat bit, we can move down here and then try and cross this in a similar manner. Would that be possible?
Can give it a try.
You know what, Josh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tie the giant's hair rope that I forgot that I got back from the.
Way back.
Okay,
when.
yeah, from way back when. I'm gonna tie it to this crystal, and I'd like to measure it so that then, you know, if I fall down, you know, like basically it's only like about enough length for about up to here.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure I don't fall too far down.
Safety net. You don't want
That's
to go
smart.
past the light.
With that end, you know, if you give yourself too much rope, you go.
We're fishing with Paracelsus today.
Straight into the mouth.
Alright. First things first, let's go. There's no easy way to do this, I guess. So you said it was pretty much smooth up until I got, like, to the second one, right?
Correct. Then this is more angled. This is like the flat right here. But then this...
Which is, like, basically a footstep across, but then that's, like...
a
Oh
wedge.
boy. Yeah.
You could try and do the split all the way across. I don't know how everyone feels about rubbing their junk against the same spot as everyone else, but
I run my junk wherever I want.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, I mean, standing on this probably isn't the best idea. Yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily have any other great ideas.
Josh,
yes.
could I make a possible perception or dungeoneering check to see if there would be a safe way across? Without, like, throwing our lives at this, you know, sloped pillar of death?
Go ahead.
Alright, I'm gonna make a perception, considering that's the higher one. It's 17. So, let me just get around to it.
Alright. I'll keep noting that.
Here you go.
Ah.
Perception.
So, you can tell from the footing itself that it would definitely be wiser to go across on the flat part here. Because as soon as you're on the flat part, you can easily get on your knees and kind of like saddle stride the whole way. And most likely keep, you know, a lot of silence if you prefer to keep that.
Oh, so basically, like, jump to here, then, like, slide across that.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like saddle style. It will be a little uncomfortable, but it's definitely better than alerting the monolithic creature below you.
Black will then quickly inform Yuno and, yeah, of what should happen.
And at this point as well, you could tell, even if you talked loudly, it seems like these creatures aren't going to be paying attention. There's so many thunderous slams of claw gripping into rock and pulling onto the large roots that have gone way below into the crests below.
Yeah, that's 5 feet. That's like my foot stride. That isn't even really a check.
Mm-hmm. You can easily just have a little hop.
Black will definitely explain it to Yuno, and then she'll sort of just say, you might want to explain it to them, that big old hunk of meat back there, that he may not be the best suited to shimmy, but it's just the smartest idea.
I just point out, watch what Paracelsus is doing to Gatson.
Yeah.
I'd like to initiate shimmying maneuvers because I have no shame.
Alright.
Black will begin to move up the flatter parts of the crystal.
So, as well as Paracelsus, when you jumped across, you just heard a little boom. It sounded like a massive chime, almost if you were ant-sized and you heard a house chime like that, as it kind of echoes through the cavern. But you can see that from the shadows below that nothing really pays attention to this, but it gives the crystals a beautiful bright hue, and they kind of just hum. You can see that you're kind of connected with it and kind of got pulled into this one, almost like conduit.
Ooh, that's neat. Like supercharging me.
Black will quickly gesture everyone along. I suppose if we all do it sort of in one go, there will be less of a... I guess if we keep doing it one by one, this thing will continually get charged.
You can guess that from the looks of it. It seemed to have done that.
Yeah, so I guess if we should do this quickly. And so Black will sort of gesture towards Yuno to, speed up a bit.
You know?
Like, yeah,
A little hand wave.
Yeah, just,
I'll just say I'm going last.
Okay.
Let's
Black
do it then.
Black will then step down and also do shimmying maneuvers. Thick hide.
I feel bad for the people that have balls in this party.
Yeah, I suppose I would do.
Good thing there's only two.
Black will
Gats
pop
at
off.
least is feeling nice and light after that load he left.
Yes.
Ryaro is still slightly scarred.
Still
The
there.
last family he consumed.
But then again, he's walking away with more than one scar today, mentally and physically, from that gust of
Yeah.
wind.
He should suffer a -1 intelligence and wisdom check because he's probably got a concussion.
There's in the darkness.
Partial
If I put
blindness and
myself
concussion.
here, right.
I could really go for a waffle right now. I didn't even dinner.
Why do you have to mention food? I'm hungry. Rosie's house has like bread. That's about it.
Spinning.
Bread is a good meal.
Vegemite.
Yeah, get some Vegemite on that bread.
Why did Tiny Fox tilt?
Uh.
Why tilt?
Tiny Fox did a little spin on the way down.
But as you all pass over, you can see the two crystals resonate, getting brighter and brighter, and the rest of the crystals as well across the chasm walls actually start to grow in tandem.
Seeing as how I'm some kind of conduit, since I'm made out of arcane metal, I'm gonna touch this one in the hopes that I can draw some of the energy out of it and prevent some kind of weird chain reaction from killing us.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I'll try the same sort of thing with my battle fist.
How much do you think you were willing to take from this?
That depends. Do I know of any consequences? Because I'm trying to prevent a chain reaction from a crystal I've been told that can explode. And it's lethal when it explodes in a small amount, and this thing's effing huge.
And, well, you did see Kaida almost hazily going through. So, depends on how much arcane sickness you're willing to endure, and you're not sure what that could do to your physical form.
Without having a specific amount, I will take a medium amount.
Alright, so it's until you start to feel at strange ends.
Yes.
Alright.
Because I'm trying to prevent a chain reaction death, so...
Yeah, Paracelsus, considering that she's made of metal, she would probably be more suited to it, but I guess Black will only just take enough that she would stop when she feels like a little mildly ill, to be unspecific. Just enough that she can keep going, but she'll feel unsteady or upset stomach or something.
Alright. So, you see it resonate, beautiful and vibrant. Gats is kind of just clomping along.
I just imagine that when he steps down, just the tip just cracks off. Just.
You,
I guess we're doing the.
if it wasn't for the fact that it was the behemoth of Gats, you would assume that this was almost like a church chorus as it resonates over and over with each slam of his foot, and he goes across split-legged, and you hear the constant cod piece. Doom, doom, doom. As well as this massive sword, since he had to go split-legged a little bit, you hear the... And then it kind of like resonates through the whole cavern.
Oh, damn. Gats, quiet.
What do you mean, quiet?
For only a brief moment after the crystal calms, you finally realize it's quiet below.
Oh, no.
Careful. If you fall...
Black sort of gives a look to Paracelsus like, shit.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
You don't hear any movement. You don't hear the walls moving at all anymore. The stone being crushed by claw. It's total stillness below you.
Hold on.
Black will attempt.
I have something for this.
You can even see Peeps is on end from the eerie, deafening silence.
By the way, Peeps can also see in the dark, so he might see more than I do.
He sees quite a number of things, and it almost looks strange, but you could see the gears and mechanisms on his back almost extend like if it was a scared cat, but you could tell he's doing it to make sure that he doesn't actually make any noise himself.
I will telepathically message you now. You should either probably hurry or back up.
I have something for this. So I'll wait, hold on 1 second. Okay. So I will cast Sorceress Sirocco.
Ooh, I know what this is.
on me and Yuno, and this will allow us to move a number of squares equal to our speed +2, but we can fly instead of moving. But if we choose to fly, we have to be landed by the end of movement. Otherwise, we fall.
Oh.
That is a good distance, Skipper.
Yeah.
Land with your groin first onto a crystal.
My speed is plus.
And you could do double movement too, so don't forget about that.
Is it just, do you just get it for one round? Like you could double move?
Yeah, it's just the ability allows us to make our move. So I guess at the time of casting, we both are able to move or something. I'm not sure. I'll read the exact ability. Sorceress Sirocco, encounter, close burst 10. Target you and one ally in burst. Effect, each target moves a number of squares equal to his or her speed +2. Each target can fly during this movement, but fails if he or she does not land by the end of the movement.
Hmm. Okay, so it's just your speed +2, and then that's
Speed +2, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going.
I'd move quickly.
I'd get to there
Really?
and just
Yeah.
float down.
She is wearing heavier armor.
Is it just for one movement?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then she's got to keep moving after that.
Yeah.
But I'm, Riaro is going at the same time as me.
Alright. Do you look down at
Yeah.
all? Well, I imagine you
Yeah.
look down a little
Yeah.
to keep silent.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just trying to remember what my movement.
Alright, so as you're
Should be
going
6.
going over, you
Is
distinctly
6.
see red. Something
Red.
and right there underneath the crystal.
2, 3.
That'll be the moment where you might want to action point to move faster.
So yeah, Riaro lands a bit further ahead than me, but I'll kind of put my hand on his back as he's shimmying across and like kind of push him a little bit.
Oh God.
Like, go. Gently, not hard.
Yeah. As you go and keeping quiet, there's a very small, silent jingle. As you finally hear like one crushing claw hit the stone, and you can see finally within the glow, one of these massive claws from these creatures below finally come into the light a little bit, and before it finally stops as you reach the other side, and you could tell these were resonating extremely close to peak, but don't seem to have enough to fully reverberate.
Alright, at this point, everyone, I suppose, moves very, very, very calmly away.
Yeah, I'm
from
following
us.
the yellow trail for a little while. I think I'm just going to start moving.
Yeah, Paracelsus and Black, you can definitely tell that what you took out of the crystal managed to keep it from pushing over.
Now we're just... Joe, keep moving. You don't want to die. Let's go.
Yeah,
Which way is the yellow path? We're following that.
What if I want to have a beer with some of my new bug friends?
Ooh, I got...
I
You
think
will be the beer
will
that
be
they
your
drink.
blood. Yeah, I was gonna say.
And the beer is your blood! So, it's like tomato beer. That's gross. So, here, the arcane waves finally dissipate, almost as if they're kind of being vacuumed out, cleansed and purified.
What's this?
Oh, thank God.
You see these resonating crystals, and they're pure white, and they have light inside them.
I see a stone structure up here. I want to go look.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
So, as you go up here, you can feel the arcane overcharge kind of slowly draining from your body, regulating you. And then you see this one room. It has one strange particular crystal in the middle. Kind of off. There's a few carved runes into it. Looks kind of similar to Thava's teleportation circle.
Maybe these crystals were used to power a teleportation network or something.
So, sneak peeking, kind of?
Yeah.
Okay, so right about there. Oh, hold on. You see something very strange.
Holy shit.
That looks like a Naga.
I'm gonna leave.
You mean that looks like the way we don't want to be going? But it's probably the way
Oh,
out.
that looks incredibly friendly.
Yeah, let's just give it a good day. Here we go. I'm just gonna give it a
G'day,
good old Texan hello. I'm just gonna give it a warm welcome.
Howdy, y'all.
Which way does the yellow path lead, Josh?
Let's commence the jiggling.
You can see the yellow path leads in all directions here. It's
So I suppose
all
there's
leading up
multiple
to
exits.
they all lead to each of these crystals that you keep finding. As you can
So
see, this one creature though doesn't really seem to be moving. He's kind of stationary, coiled up, waiting. Looks like he has a bit of food and just kind of slowly chewing. You can see it's a massive beetle of some sort.
Okay.
Josh, I would like to perform a dungeoneering check to see if I am familiar with what this is.
Go ahead.
Could be a history instead.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm starting with the big one.
Alright, so you could easily presume from the little glances, as this thing's clearly distracted by eating its meal, that this is very, very likely the folk tales that you heard of Oni breeding with the beasts of the Underrealm. For the foresight example of what you saw in the chasm below, you assume this is the result of Oni somehow breeding with those massive insects in there,
That's horrifying.
That is.
producing this disgusting monstrosity. It seems of semi-sentience and capability.
What language would that thing speak? I guess deep speech, would it?
It's a half Oni.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
You would assume, since most Oni speak Abyssal, they would probably speak that. If it did speak, you don't know yet.
I reckon I'd probably die if I just went and said hello to this thing. It probably doesn't look. It doesn't look friendly.
Yeah, low int score doesn't really make it the most hospitable to, like, hey
Intelligent
man, how you going?
Hey,
So, Josh, you said the yellow path goes to each of these?
Mm-hmm. You can see one big one going past him, and just behind this creature, you see the multiple prismatic colors shining into kind of one of the massive clusters of a white crystal.
Well, hang on for a second. The thing we wanted to attune the whistle to was the way back to the city we were just in, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Shouldn't we want to go away from that?
We see, but the way into the city is out of here. And that was the biggest landmark I could think of that was significant. If you want it.
How, like, can you reattune it at will?
No, we'd have to rest again. It's expended.
Okay.
And if we rest again, that would probably also unexpend the,
Actually,
The
I
knife
could
is keeping
probably
it.
use it. I could probably use it, considering I've got arcane empowerment. I can
you
use-
know enough to tell me that that's what it is and that's what it does, and then that you can do it.
Arcane empowerment, empower magic. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's the wrong one. Sorry, skipping that one. It's I've got impart energy, recharge a daily magic item. An item can't be recharged twice in a day, so I can just an item
I
back.
was gonna say, if you're worried about the city, we could just do it to somewhere else.
Well, I mean, if we go, in theory, Pandora's now explained everything to those guys. So if we went that way, they'd probably be ready for us, and they'd probably know your faces at least, not Betty's, but
Whoa, Black Betty.
actually, wouldn't wouldn't I know about cities that these guys wouldn't know about, Josh?
For the underground cities, for the only one you've been in, you would know from the amount of Onis you heard talking in the city and what it was called was Unjan.
Right, that sounds like dungeon, but I meant like cities I would personally know about. Like, could I just say like, oh yeah, I'm from XYZ place, we could totally go there, where no one would know your name.
You would know that there's one near the Forest of Spirits guarded by a noble family.
Yeah, that sounds like the best place to go. I'll explain that to you, know? We could probably go there.
Let me go find the name real quick of that.
I'll at least tell it to you, know, so she can understand the plan.
You would know that the noble family there is comprised of Haikyuu, Genkai, and it is the Lemistra family.
Yeah, so she'll explain it to you know. Hey, we could probably go to this Forest of Spirits. I won't do the voice because I don't know the name of the Forest of Spirits, but I'll at least tell her, hey, I know this location we could go to.
Well, sure. Once we get out of here, maybe.
Well, no, I could use the thing. That's what
You
I'm
know
saying.
that we have it, though. That's the point, is that you're trying to ask a question about an item that you don't know that I have.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
As you're
But I would
discussing
know
this, you suddenly just hear as it turns slowly.
Yeah, let's get out of
I
here.
immediately shut up and I follow this way.
You hear a massive thud as you hear a almost disturbing sound of each leg clicking against the stone floor.
Nope, 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 nope,
How
nope,
about
nope,
no?
nope, no, not happening.
Hey, Gatson, how are you doing?
They're just taking a massive shit together. What do you think?
We're just trying to jerk off.
Yeah, lights off.
They're trying to get off to the JO crystals. They're in this game too.
Invis.
Oh,
I use my invis.
So, as Peeps and Kaida kind of sees this for a brief moment, you can see this all four palms on the ground, kind of flat down like a full centipede would be. And you could just hear as dirt kicks up from the floor. As he keeps going around, you could see him smelling and trying to pick up on your sense.
I'll whisper to group. I'll say, we need the others. Let's just kill this thing. This is a portal. We need them with us.
do you reckon that's a smart idea?
Like I said before, we fear no creature.
No.
I look to Paracelsus as we have like seconds to decide.
You suddenly hear a resound through the small caverns here. Do you still not to learn?
Nope. What kind of language is that, Josh?
Abyssal.
Abyssal.
I understand Abyssal.
Oh god. What
you
did you
hear
say?
I don't. Yeah. No, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a demon. You hear him clearly and distinctly say, "Reveal yourselves."
My balls itch.
Oh.
I'm a centipede. I have thousands.
One for every pair of legs.
Some
I'm
people
gonna
like
make
it.
you suck every one of them.
How about no?
Paracelsus has to have a mouth. How's she supposed to do that?
Alright, so the correction on the family real quick, it's Themistril.
Thank you. Now that we know that information, it's probably useless anyway. Hey.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so I suppose we gotta get these guys somehow. Unless Gats is willing to talk with the thing.
That would not be good.
You can hear him kind of like quickly just shifting as the multiple plates of chitin shift on his body. Come out! I want fresh flesh.
No
Fresh
flash here! Imagine.
Just imagine Gats just yell back, "Get back to your post!" and just
I wouldn't even try.
I need line of sight to Gats to even try that, so.
yeah.
I'm going to telepathically tell everybody with me the hand sign for Paracelsus. Please talk to me in the you cannot be heard mode.
I guess I could-
Honest.
Gats, we should go try and make out with it. I mean, kill it. We should try and kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy to do any kind of ritual with that thing hunting us.
Is that 19-4?
Oh, come on. You can't fit down here.
You see it kind of creep across the tunnel. Looks like it has a scent for a moment.
Did Gats not wipe?
That's the other way.
Yeah, he's the other way.
It's maybe it's Peeps. Peeps would have a very distinct scent, I would think, of like metal and rust. Well, not rust.
Too bad you're in
metal.
the same room as Peeps.
Yeah, well. I guess since it's considered a demon, I could shoot it with my demon blight and then use its daily to blind it. But I guess it doesn't help considering it can smell.
All right, time's up. Let's do this.
I I'm just gonna surge to my full, and I'm gonna go bounding and right into them.
Oh.
Well, here we go.
Okay.
I gotta do something, man.
Rest in pepperoni pizza.
Here we go. We're going in, Josh. As my surprise.
Yeah, you're gonna get a surprise attack as you see Yuno run out, and suddenly you hear Gats just fucking start bolting out. Royaru, you're left completely alone. As Gats, you get your attack, and he snaps around to see you bringing the blade down as his whole form contorts to twist around to greet you.
Please
Oh,
stop using
shit.
words like taunt.
Oh shit. The only thing I have are encounters.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Why is the rest of my page
Not a 24. Close.
Speaking of only having encounters, I think I don't have any dailies. I think I've
No,
used-
we don't. We don't have anything left.
Josh, you forgot to put me turn.
Actually, I have one daily.
Oh.
That's it.
I didn't put you in. Alright.
23.
Alright, since I'm over here, I'm going to just Desperate Fury.
Because this is a desperate situation.
Because this is a desperate situation.
It's a sad situation.
So I assume that doesn't hit.
So even with the +2, you come around. You...
Not yet, Josh. I can re-roll it.
Alright.
No. Nope.
You didn't do much better.
Not yet, Josh. I can re-roll it again.
What the fuck?
It's time to stop.
Please, God. Why?
You never use more than one reroll. It never ends well.
He's committed. Do it again.
Okay, that's it. However, now if you move next to me as a move, I have to hit you.
Thankfully, I don't have to do anything like that.
I thought that was only if you're bloodied.
No, that's demonic ferocity. Since I re-rolled the attack.
Mm-hmm.
But that also is if I'm bloodied, though.
Oh, right. Oh, damn. sucks.
Until the end of my next turn. I guess I guess I suck myself off.
You shit. You took a dump like
much
10
damage?
minutes ago.
What's that? How much damage did you take re-rolling?
5.
You take 10. You rerolled twice.
Oh, actually, yeah, I took 10. Yeah.
Just smack yourself in the nuts twice. Wing.
So, as you come around,
Yes.
you slam into its chitinous plates every time,
Man.
but doesn't go through.
Next time I'll come in his mouth.
Each one, it just sounds like almost the percussion of drums echoes this cavern. As you just see it kind of like glaring down at you with its forearms ready. Insect guts hanging off of its dripping maw.
I speak to it in Abyssal, saying, that must taste weird.
You get used to it.
We're just having like some conversation.
At least it's fucking amicable. I mean, at least it's not like garbled text. It's just like, oh yeah, my day's going fine. How's yours?
Do you at
And
least
it's like,
cook it? I eat human flesh raw, but that kind of seems weird.
It's preferable.
Just
So, you see this really strange interaction of just hearing what would assume to be garbled speech if it wasn't for the fact that he's actually getting a reaction. Of just,
just fucking insanity going on.
and you actually realize for a moment he's not actually poised for attack. He actually is having conversation with Gats as if he were Oni. You're not sure if he can tell the difference between Oni and human.
Woo!
radical. I knew it.
You have a very hard body.
Whoa, what did I walk into?
You know,
I don't
still,
see nothing wrong.
still, you have absolutely no idea what Gats is saying. It's just fucking gibberish.
Do you work out?
Jesus, where do you get these? This plate armor sucks. Listen to it. Just fucking, just taps on it like Bender does. I should get me some of these.
He actually responds like, "There are corpses below in the chasm."
Oh.
I love, Brad, your reaction to everything is,
Tons of one more.
Of course. How can I
Oh
bitch?
God,
Resistance
hurt me
only
more,
makes me
Snake.
harder.
Touch
Hurt
me.
me more.
As for everyone else, you hear like this brief moment of like jarbled and strange demonic like conversation, but after the few slams, you don't hear claws or screaming. It actually sounds, even though terrifying, civil. You see him like Gats. He looks over you at Yuno for a moment. The small one, your slave.
Yeah. Yes. I keep many slaves with me.
Guys, it's surprising they're talking.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've heard Gats speak like this much.
Well, no one talks in Abyssal.
I wanted to, but it wasn't an option on the sheet.
Yeah. His actually comes from Paragon.
No, mine comes from just being like I got this at level 4.
Oh shit! All right then. But you just see him kind of lean down and like, they stink. Remove them from here.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, just say yeah. Yeah, just yeah.
No.
Yeah, get out, man. Getting out. I'm getting these.
We're gonna go now. I guess we're leaving, Josh.
Everyone prepare for combat. Everyone prepare for combat.
Does he understand
It's very clear he doesn't understand anything.
other than Abyssal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dang. So, I'm gonna turn to like, so we can leave quickly.
How do you say it to her? Like, how's the... Well, in this reaction, like, do you make it clear that he thinks she's your slave?
Yeah, you should probably look like water.
Yeah. I would turn around to her, and while this will be very weird for her, I'm going to fucking turn around and command her. We are leaving, and then we're going this way.
Which way are you?
I guess, like, this way, like, would he allow us this way?
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, we're going this way.
You don't know anything about him, but he obviously was here for a reason. But you could tell all these crystals are teleporters.
Oh, cool. I announce to my slaves.
We should probably like not go to the big crystal.
Totally go to the big.
That we are leaving. Everyone gather up. We must go.
All right, that creature doesn't wish to kill us.
You could see him kind of glare at you with almost a sickly smile as these strange pincers and teeth mixture just opens wide as he drools at you, you know.
No. That was valued, slave.
I guess I'll start moving and call for Riaru.
Yes.
We're going.
Oh, in combat.
Where are we
Guys,
going?
Just,
No, you can move. We'll
just
keep,
go,
keep
man.
it just in case.
Oh, we're just freely moving.
He's gonna make some seductive sounds like he really
Dude,
wants
come
to.
on, you guys gotta get going.
Oh,
The
okay.
creature doesn't seem to want to fight. And Gats told us to go this way.
So, I like to keep an eye on him. This way.
It's
I'm so scared of him.
As he kind of he crawls along the ground behind you. You acquire the gate.
Yeah.
Gats, don't fuck this up.
Holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, we require the gate. But more importantly, the shit in armor.
Are you dead serious? You're gonna say that to him? You want Chitin to plate armor?
I'm very fascinated by this shit in armor, Josh. He's been wearing plate. It's not going well.
Alright. There definitely is actually chitin armor.
Oh. Like, I would pick it up and like, this is the stuff?
Well, do you request it from him?
Oh. Do you have any of the, the really cool...
Really cool.
What is cool in Abyssal?
Yeah. Just like, look at this. Yikes, look,
That's pretty cool.
So this is an aggressor pact. You can see him kind of like questioning you as he looks at everyone there, but he can see very clearly everyone's heavily armed.
Yeah.
As they're having this long conversation, I'm going to motion for Paracelsus and Betty to see if you can activate this while he has it distracted.
Black will move behind the crystal, and I guess I'll roll an Arcana to check.
They seem to be getting along rather chummy.
Dude, this is my new friend. Get out of here.
Josh, do I roll Arcana for this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, and hey,
Do you want me
that's
to add you on Demon Book?
You could
It's
tell,
your username.
you could tell the little prism stones embedded in the ground are drawing power from the other outside crystals. You could definitely tell that the arcane conduit crystals over the chasm are what is the fuel for this. At the same time, you could tell these feed energy into it as well from surrounding areas, and that you're not sure how, you assume due to the massive size of this creature, that both of these would have to be controlled at the same time.
right.
At the same time, though, you see the gatekeeper follow Gats into the room if he keeps going. As you could see, he looks intent on going somewhere in the circle. You could see he's not really worried about all of you being here, almost as if it's like a natural proceeding from where you're standing.
Get in there, Joe. Don't look weird. Come on.
Maybe
Don't fuck this up real hard.
Alright. So he starts to move into the room. Are you still going in as well?
Well, yeah.
Alright. So,
I assume we're all just walking this way.
Alright. So you could see him as you say, this is a kind of like, yes, this is for the assault party. You see him go over in this direction. What?
How's your
Mike's
mic
bad?
die mid-session?
There we go.
There. So you see him start heading over. Bring your slaves here.
Oh!
As he passes over, you see him press his bottom two arms to the crystals here. As he passes by, they light up and charge. As he goes over to the other end, he presses his top hands to this, and those light up as well. And he
What's
finally
he saying, Gats?
Everyone into this room.
Oh, those were his words. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes.
as he comes over to the crystalline cluster, you see
I
him.
need the squad.
You see him kind of rotating his hands around this. This arcane runes form in a circle around it.
The squad.
Ryaru.
You, Gats, you're sure he isn't going to send us to the abyss or something?
As you,
It'll be a very interesting day when we get there.
so as you see him rotating his hands around, he concentrates extremely hard. You could see his legs constantly moving in motion, kind of like just to pace his mind. As you see what looks like the void to the most magnificent armor you've ever seen. As Brad, you do get your chitin plate armor.
Oh!
And everyone, including Gats, because you did ask to get the armor as well, can get a magical item up to level 14.
What the fuck?
Nice.
Damn. I'm glad we didn't kill this nigga.
This guy's a homie.
Yo! What? He's just gonna equip us with plus 14? What the fuck?
Probably thinks we're an assaulting party.
Oh
I
my.
mean, this fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
I'd suck his dick. He's just been a massive bro.
They
No.
say in the underworld, bros before hoes.
So,
What was it? Chitin plate armor. Plus what?
chitin plate armor up to level 14 limit. I need to double check that.
Far out. Level 14.
Yeah, I'll figure out what I want later.
Holy
Yeah.
sugar.
I pretty much figured everyone would post their items later too. Especially since combat is not going to happen anyway right now, unless somebody does something really retarded.
No.
I mean,
No one
It's
doing
D&D.
anything.
No action is retarded. There are actions.
Nothing is ever truly free. I charge into attack.
No.
You're obviously tricking me. You're a communist, aren't you, Roy R. begins to work himself up into a fury. I've seen communism before.
Yo, I was
Never
about
worked.
like so like.
Have you ever heard of the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Alright, so as you all pluck from this almost ether-like mist, seeing the vision of the items, as you kind of think of what you want comes into mind and vision, you just reach out and pluck it from the very arcane aether in this area, and it takes into physical form of whatever you envision for style and preference. You can tell that many of the Oni smiths have crafted plenty of slave weapons to be thrown, whimsically against the Minkayan army and its people.
Damn, I want to meet the Oni blacksmith guy. He sounds like a real bro. Oh,
That's
here,
fine.
let me just make slave weapons that are stronger than all of your equipment. We just throw these things out. We don't even give a shit. Here, take one.
Take one,
There's no way.
dude.
After which, you could see him finally stop focusing. He relaxes his fingers, the tension goes away as he spreads his arms out, and the circle widens and slowly dissipates. The crystals glow dark again. You could tell very clearly this is a spell that this man has practiced many a times. You have no idea how many, though. You'd seem to have done it with ease, what most people would have to take years to practice. As he immediately turns around and starts heading for the main room again. As you see all the floor crystals as well, dull. Royaru, he doesn't even give you a moment to breathe. One of his arms pushed you aside into the wall.
Oh.
As he forces his massive body just going by. As he starts to...
Fuck this up.
As he gets in between
Come.
the two crystals again and faces it where the circle was.
I don't know where this is gonna take us, and I'm so ready to not be okay with it.
This is like their assault party's portal.
Let's do it. I need the squad. Other slaves, let's go.
Oh,
We should be ready to get the fuck out of Dodge, because this could go pretty badly.
Oh
Come,
yeah,
friends.
this could go really bad.
I
Come.
think I can run through walls.
Sorry,
You guys
sorry.
have fun.
I was just lagging a little. Sorry.
so
Come, Joe.
no,
Josephine.
he's mine now.
Josephine, come on.
So as you
Everybody
see,
get to the squad circle.
you see him. The underhands turn upward palm. The upper hands turn downward in a downward palm. They immediately clap together, and you hear the clap resonate between the two crystals as they start to illuminate. You can see the arcane energies being drawn from the clusters on the wall to the cluster in the middle. The floor starts to brighten. Every vibrant color and magical power starts to be pushed into a conduit in the middle. As it starts to reach a full peak, as you hear the vibrations hum through this entire cavern, you can feel every element of magic course through you for what feels almost like an eternity. It feels electrified, the heat, even necrosis. Royaru, you feel that if you were standing in this and casting spells, you could have the endless plethora of spells. You could literally be Primus from the Mechanist gear in the realm of balance and magic.
Wow.
And then it's gone in a brief flash as everything goes black, and you suddenly hear birds chirping as your eyes come back to much more brighter and familiar sight. As you realize you're outside, and it looks like an abandoned castle with a heavily fortified door.
Abandoned castle. Oh boy.
And you could tell this is somewhere in the swamp. of the Forest of Spirits. And we're gonna leave off there for now.
I'm such a
Nice.
fucking god.
Thanks, Gats.
Oh, Gats.
It's a really good thing you were talking Abyssal to it.
I was like sitting there. I was like, what language is it speaking? It's speaking Abyssal. Oh, this is my time.
I'm glad you were around, Gats.
And we got some fucking cool shit.
So
Thank
what is it?
you.
Plus 4, up to 14. What armor you said?
Anything, a magic item.
Oh, just a
Long-
magic item in general. Okay,
Long as it's not rare,
gotcha.
because this is crafted. So, and rare items are usually stipulated to be like one of a kind.
One of a kind, or like the kind of shit you'd only find in the middle of the Jade City, like the one that we just really spurned.
Mm.
Like the real work of a true craftsman.
Yeah, like the golden katana longsword that Thaba had.
Oh my god, I'm so. Thank God he's retarded as well. Like, man, he's man-sized.
Well, you could definitely tell he seemed to definitely have a lot of cognitive ability. He's definitely more of a brute and agile.
Mm-hmm.
So he's obviously the combination of speed and power.
But not brains.
No, you could tell he understands how to do the rituals, but he doesn't understand why he does
What?
them.
Okay, so he's just an idiot.
Literally, from what you could tell, he's just a gatekeeper, and that basically, from what you did, was like a typical Oni greeting of just beat the shit out of each other as a holo, and then go back to business.
Wow.
Woo!
I would just like to say, I went and looked at a level 14 magic item that I could get. Like, I just went to Wondrous Items because I'm me.
Mm-hmm.
There's an item called a Dazzling Showcase. Now, you might be thinking, what the fuck do you need to buy? Spend 21,000 gold on a showcase for? You have to put 5 objects that are worth at least 1,000 gold into it. Then whenever you're within 2 squares of it, you get a 2-item bonus to attack rolls with fear powers. You have to bring it on this cabinet full of money that's worth more money than the items it's displaying to get a +2. And it's a 21,000 gold item.
It's fucking useless.
If you're fighting that much in your house next to your priceless items, I think you need a change of job.
Or you're a swashbuckler.
You know
I can
what
see
you
that,
could.
too.
What you could possibly do is you could just like buy a relatively big sized house, considering we have a fair bit of money. You buy a relatively sized house and you buy a teleportation disc from the Wondrous Items. And then whenever you want, you can just teleport home. Just fuck it, I'm not dealing with this today. Bye.
I just want a castle. That's all I want out of my life.
I think we all do. You know, he didn't specify what I could get. I could theoretically just get like a rhinoceros mount. I could just
It's slave equipment. You were not getting a fucking
They
rhinoceros.
can't craft a rhinoceros, I don't think.
Nah.
give me a try.
And why the fuck not?
Well, A, it's not a magical item unless it's a figurine.
Oh, that's a good point. I
And
could
B,
like
you feeding a rhinoceros would be really fucking expensive.
yeah, but I could also,
But also
get a dive. I can get a
Extra
dive.
thick.
Oh my
I can get a dire shark if I so wanted. A dire shark is within the level range.
True.
I just have a shark, even in a fishbowl.